AM 1220, your hometown station.
It is Santa Clarita's hometown station at KHTS 341 on your hometown station. Always good to have guests in studio, and I have a very special guest in studio. It is Victor Lindenheim, and he is the executive director of the Golden State Gateway Coalition. It's a transportation advocacy organization, and you can go to goldenstategateway.org to learn more information, or keep listening, because I'm going to be talking to Victor right now. Victor, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Great to be here, Kyle.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So I want to start with this. What does the Golden State Gateway Coalition do?
Well, as you implied, we advocate and educate, and specifically regarding education, our mission is to essentially improve roadway transportation in northern Los Angeles County.
Okay, and that's the Santa Clarita Valley.
Right, and our focus for, well, we've been around now for 15 years, believe it or not. We don't maintain a very high profile. We just try to get it done.
Yeah.
We've been focusing on the Interstate 5.
When you say education, what does that mean? What, like teaching people like different routes, or what's the education aspect?
I'll put it another way. The reality is so my mother says, "What do you do for a living?" You know, well, what our organization does is we we identify projects of importance to the Santa Clarita Valley, northern LA County.
Okay.
We look for public support. We try to we seek political support, and we even sometimes get involved in finding money to pay for the projects.
Okay. And so specific to Santa Clarita Valley, what are some of the issues affecting the Santa Clarita Valley? Obviously, the 5 freeway runs right through here. You guys are also in the business of the old road, and the 138. We were speaking off air about that.
Right,
so
right.
what specifically for the Santa Clarita Valley are some of the issues?
There are more opportunities than issues.
Oh, I like that.
Things are actually starting to happen after 15 years of slogging in the trenches. You can't miss the activity on Interstate 5.
No kidding.
Part of that, what they're doing right now is what would be called pavement rehabilitation. They're repairing the pavement, in some cases literally replacing the pavement, so you get a better ride on the 5, so to speak. That's a $171 million project paid for by state funds, which in part, we'll go on in more depth, answers the question, where do my tax dollars go? And where does the money come from to fix these projects, to build them, to repair them, so on and so forth. So as far as there was an earlier segment extending part of the truck lanes, widening the footprint. That was a $71 million project. That was the first phase. We're in the second phase now, which is what we're all going through, for better or worse. So the first phase widened the footprint, extended a truck lane. Now we're doing a pavement rehabilitation from just below the I-5-14 interchange up to around Lake Hughes.
Okay.
So
that's the Santa Clarita Valley right there.
That's
Again, we're speaking with Victor Lindenheim. He is the executive director of the Golden State Gateway Coalition. So you said you search opportunities. How often are there phases added on? Because you talked about phase 1, phase 2, and then we're in phase 3 right now. How often are phases added to the phases? If that makes sense.
Things are in phases because of the lack of money.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that's a simple short answer as to how it's broken down. So this phase, as I say, is a $171 million phase paid for with state funds, your gas taxes, from the existing gas tax program. The new gas tax program will help pay for the next phase. It's about $500 million, actually $529 million to be more precise. We're going to add our partners will actually do the work at Metro and Caltrans will oversee the work. That's over more than $500 million. Half of that money will come from Measure M, the half-cent tax that we recently approved.
Okay.
Prior to that, there was Measure R, half-cent tax, which, by the way, the first one, Measure R, paid for the design. Measure M will pay for half of the carpool lanes, additional truck lane extension from Pico Lions going south, auxiliary lanes, etc. It's a big project.
Yeah.
So the one thing I want to bring up, it's very important. There's going to be an issue, of course, with there always is an issue as to what is the government doing with my money?
Yeah.
And this, mistrust of what happens. We could probably do an hour show on just that. And
with no commercial breaks.
Right. And what there's an opportunity, in fact, in that regard. In June, there's going to be something called Proposition 69, which we're supporting. We're involved with other coalitions that are supporting it. And what that will do is restrict any new monies generated for the purpose of transportation, SB1 dollars, strictly to be used for transportation.
Gotcha.
Can't be borrowed, can't be diverted.
Yeah.
It's a constitutional amendment that we're voting on.
Oh, holy cow.
Vote yes on that.
Okay.
The other thing, which is somewhat of concern, is here we have a $247 million, half of the cost of the next phase of the project, grant request from the state. That grant request will be pending before the California Transportation Commission. I'm dropping all these organizations. It gets basically what we're asking, it's put together by Metro. The $247 million will pay for half of the project, essentially. It relies on SB1 funding. So I think it might be a mistake. I'm not sure if everyone's aware that half of the cost of the I-5 improvements to come will be from our gas tax or user fees to come.
Yeah. He's Victor Lindenheim from the Golden State Gateway Coalition. He's the executive director. Again, go to goldenstategateway.org to learn more. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you coming in here. This affects everybody in the Santa Clarita Valley, kind of whether we like it or not. And so if you want to go somewhere, this is going to affect you. But Victor, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Can I just mention?
Yeah, please.
For more information, especially on the SB1 issue, the gas tax, which is going to heat up, to understand what it's about, where it's coming from, where it's going, there's a great website, simply fixcaliforniaroads.com. FIXCA, fixca, roads.com.
Fixcaroads.com.
Right. And educate yourself before you vote.
Awesome. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.